In this seed, we got a nice, perfect little plains area with a good amount of flat area, as you can see right here, down this little hill area right here. But it's a decent sized plains biome. Got this little area over here that also has a great building location. And if we head over in this direction, we do have a rune portal. So this is the area where you spawn. Right over here, got a nice little rune portal with a good amount of flat area right here. Great for building. That's what the rune portal looks like. So yeah, just overall really good building location. You do have a little bit of forest right here. Got some hills over there. Got some more forest over there in between this river, which honestly I think looks pretty cool. So yeah. In this seed, we got the perfect little coastal village. Right along the coast, you're going to spawn right here with a large body of waters. We do have these two little features right here. Honestly, I really like them. Two little chests right there as well. So be careful, because I believe these are the ones that spawn the drowned. So yeah, that can be a little bit dangerous right at spawn. Right over here, you do have this little mountain feature. It's actually two little tiny mountains, kind of like eroded away in between. Building in here could have been a little bit better, but still looks cool to look at. And then right by those two little mountains, we have the perfect little coastal village. So we're going to take a look at it from the water, because that's the way I personally really like looking at it. Comes out here, and then right below, that's what that looks like. So if you want to see that, and there you go. This is just really cool little coastal village. So enjoy. In this seed, we got the perfect little flat village seed. So right at spawn, you do have a great spawning location. A lot of flat area surrounding there in the plains biome. You do have a large forest area right over here and some sakura trees right over there. However, if we head towards the sun, you will come across even more plains biome, although it does get a little bit more hilly. There's more hills and more terraforming required if you want to build there. But still pretty cool. You got a little flat area right along the river here. And by the village, this is where I really like it. Got a little bit of flat area basically surrounding it. As you can see, where very little terraforming will be required. However, over here, right along the river, I think is the best building location. As you can see, there's a lot of great building potential right there. And right over here in the middle of the village, you do have a almost entirely buried house. So like if you wanted to just bury that and make like some secret entrance, you could, and it wouldn't require all that much work. So as you can see, as most of this stuff is easily buriable right here. So honestly, nice little plains village with a little bit of flat area around it. So enjoy. In this seed, we got something a little bit different. As you can see, just at a glance, there's a massive forest here, which is seeds I usually don't cover that much. However, this does have a perfect Sakura village. So if you head towards the sun, you will come across the sand little area right here. It does have some great area for building, but just keep going, because this is where the really great future is. Honestly, that looks pretty cool too. But this right here, you got this Sakura village. So you got like a little village right here on this part of the hill, and it goes all the way to the top part of the hill as well. I mean, just look at this from like a top-down perspective. It looks really freaking cool. Just look at that. So if you like a perfect little Sakura village for you to end up building by, there you go. Enjoy. In this seed, we got a massive plains biome right at spawn, and there's a lot of hills and there's a lot of great flat areas throughout this seed. As you can see straight ahead, the first part right here, really good building location. Top that part of the hill right there. Right here as well, really great building location. You do have that little beach area right there, which is also a pretty great spot. And over there, you got some more, like along this river up here, on this hill area. and more over by that pillager tower right there. And if we come back over here, you do have some great building locations right in between this little bowl, as you can see. So yeah, just really, really good building locations throughout this massive plains. So enjoy. In this seed, we got the perfect little swamp village, although it might not look like that at the start. As you can see, you got a nice, great coastal seed right here with a lot of great building potential. However, if we look towards those features right there, the mountain, the hills right there, just start heading over there, and you will come across a little swamp area right here with a perfect little village right by it. As you can see, you do have some great building location right here. Little flat area right here, swamp area right here, and the perfect little village right next to the swamp. And if you go up here, you also have a nice building location right here as well. So honestly, really good seed. So enjoy. In this seed, we got the perfect coastal double village seed. So right at spawn along the coast, you can see way up there, you do have a little ruined portal along the coast. If you look over here, you have a nice little forest area. And if you look a little bit further to the left, you do have a village right by spawn. This is the first coastal village, and you can see it already. There's the second. It's really, really close to each other. I mean, look at this. You can back up a little bit, like right over here, and you can have both these little villages like in the same screen like that. That's really, really cool. So you have village number 2 over here. This one goes out a little bit further, as you can see. This one's a little bit more shallow, and then it goes all the way up this little hill right here. Honestly, really cool. However, they're not that far. You could end up expanding this village, and it wouldn't require that much effort to connect these 2 little villages, because they're actually 2 good-sized villages, because they're relatively close to each other, and it's all right by spawn. So enjoy. In this seed, we got a perfect snow seed with a good amount of flat area for building. So you're going to spawn right next to this large ice spike biome. Sun's in that direction. You're going to want to look towards the opposite direction. So over here, right next to this pillager tower, you do have some great real estate for building. It's a lot of flat area there. And if you go over here, the opposite direction of the sun, you do have some great building locations over here. As you can see, a lot of flat snow area right there. And if we head over onto this side of the frozen river, you do have some flat area over there and up here, right next to this little village. So overall, a lot of great building real estate and a lot of flat area for you to build. So enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect little flat seed area, but right at spawn, you're going to be along this little coastal area with a pretty large forest areas pretty much all along the coast. You do have this little mountain slash weird formation area right here. So if you like these kinds of seeds, there you go. But what we're going to want to do is look towards the sun, look towards the angle like that, and just cross through the forest, and you're going to come across the plains area. You could also just follow this little river right here, and you'll see the plains area right about there. Now, as you can see, we got a lot of great building location right here. Decent amount of flat area right over there. Over by that ruined portal, you have some more flat area, and you also have a little plains village right there as well. So overall, great little flat plain seed with a village and a ruined portal. So enjoy. In this seed, we got the perfect little flat meadow area, but we also have a lot of great scenery. So right at spawn, you have this plains biome right here, good flat area right there. Go over there, you also got a great amount of great building location right there, some flat area. You also have this really cool double mountain. They're actually pretty large size, and a little bit of a Sakura tree biome right there. It's a very small one. And then you got a little bit larger one right here with more mountains right there and over there. So just really, really good building location. If we head over in this direction, we're going to come across the meadow biome, as you can see. And here it is. Look at that. This is just a really, really good building location. As you can see, we are pretty high up in the elevation. So that right there is up pretty high in the elevation right there. So you kind of do spawn at least partially on a mountain or hill. So honestly, really, really cool seed. So if you enjoy it, there you go. Have fun. In this seed, we got a perfect little mountain seed. Now, right at spawn, you're going to be part of this large forest area right here. And there's a large snow forest right over there as well. So if you like that, there you go. And we're going to head over to this plains biome and watch your step. There's a little bit of great building locations throughout here. Some flat area, kind of mixed with some hills. You do have a forest area right there. Not forest, a village in the forest. And a Sakura biome with a bunch of cherry trees right over there. Now, this is the mountain in question. It doesn't look that great from this side of things. It looks all deformed and whatnot. But we're going to take a little look from this side. As you can see, you got a little bit of unfrozen water right there. Some great building location right here. And if we head up into the mountain area, this is what we got. This looks really, really cool. So you got this little entrance right here. Goes over here. It just looks really cool. There's a lot you can do with this little seed. You do also have a lot of fresh water right there. And it goes all the way through. There's that village. There's the Sakura tree biome right over there. And there. So, honestly, really cool seed. Enjoy. In this seed, we got another perfect little hill seed. But we also got a Mesa/Badlands biome right by spawn. Along with a hill village, or a village that's part of this little mountain area right here. As you can see, really, really cool. A little bit of great building locations throughout this little village area right there. And if we go up, as you can see, there's the Mesa/Badlands biome. And if we turn around towards the sun, we got this nice flat hilltop area. Really, really good spot for building. Honestly, it's a really perfect location if you like building on top of hills. I like building on top of hills because you usually get some pretty good scenery like that down below. And if we go over here, you have this nice little river hill area right over there with a bunch of trees on it and some pretty good locations over there as well. So honestly, really cool flat seed. Enjoy. In this seed, we got a perfect flat coastal village. So right by spawn, you can see you have this pretty large coastal area with a lot of water right there. If we turn around, we got a nice little plains biome. As you can see, right over here, we got a village and a little bit of flat area right next to this village. So this is like a really good building location. And if we come over here, take a look at the water. This is what the underwater area looks like, honestly. So you can actually make it through there. So that's pretty cool. And right along the coast, we have this little beach area. And honestly, really cool village. Honestly, I think this is part of the river that just gets terraformed by the village. A little river here also can kind of block up this, like the waterway with the village as well. So honestly, that's pretty cool. So if you enjoy little coastal villages like this, there you go. Have fun.